Hi, this is Christopher Spera with iTechGear.org, and I am here today with the unboxing of the Vantrue N4 three-way dash cam video surveillance system. Now, I do want to go ahead and, before I get to the contents of the box, give you guys a couple of heads up. This is a complete video surveillance system for your vehicle, all right? This is going to really require some professional installation in order to get all the cables tucked in the vehicle the right way so that you don't snag, drag, break, or otherwise have spaghetti soup all over your car with the cables. All right. So please, if you go ahead and go after this, and it's a really great deal, I would really suggest you consider having it professionally installed. All right. So the Vantrue three-way video surveillance system. It's a brand new system from Vantrue, and as I said, it's a complete video surveillance system for your vehicle with a 155 degree front-facing camera, a 165 degree interior camera, and a 160 degree rear camera or backup camera. All right. It has Sony Starvis CMOS sensor with an infrared night vision system, allowing all of the cameras to capture video in dark conditions. So regardless of light, this thing is going to go ahead and capture the video around your vehicle, whether it is moving or stationary. All right, and let's talk about that a little bit. The system has a 24-hour parking mode that will allow the system to capture video while obviously the vehicle is parked over a 24-hour period. All right, provided, of course, that the system has continuous power. All right, it has a motion detection system that will auto-record when people or objects cross the field of view in front of any of the cameras. The system detects an impact while the camera is off, and it will turn on the entire system to record as much of the impact and its aftermath as possible. However, the enhanced functionality requires an additional battery kit, all right, which is sold separately. Right. The Vantrue N4 has a heat-resistant supercapacitor that will allow it to go ahead and function in your vehicle in extreme temperatures of 14 degrees Celsius to 158 degrees Celsius. It's ideal for hot and cold weather like Arizona, Florida, Texas, or the extremely cold temperatures up north like in Montana, Michigan, Minnesota, Canada, all right, during the wintertime. The system supports a 256 gigabyte micro SD card, providing you with enough storage space to handle that whole 24-hour parking mode period that I had told you about. The system also supports an optional GPS system, which will track your route, your location, and speed to help you when and if, God forbid, you should get into an accident and need some sort of objective evidence and proof of what actually happened. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at what is in the actual box. Okay. So this is as I said, a full system. All right. The everything else packet of documentation. I would go ahead and make certain that you go ahead and take a look at the quick start guide that comes with it. This is going to be extremely helpful if you decide to go ahead and go after the installation yourself. All right. However, as you will see in just a moment, with all of the cabling and all of the cameras, you're really, I think, going to want to go ahead and pursue some sort of professional installation. It's got a full manual in multi-languages that will go ahead and answer all of your questions and help with troubleshooting if you need it. We'll put that over there. Now, there are 4 boxes in here. All right, I've just pulled out the main box, which is the camera, but I'm also wanting to go ahead and pull out the mounting system as well. So this particular camera, all right, the main camera body here, all right, We'll go ahead and, face out, all right, of your vehicle. The mounting system will go ahead and mount on top with a suction cup that attaches to your windshield. Your exterior camera here, again, 155 degrees, fisheye lens. Your interior camera with 65 degrees interior, all right. The screen, the nice color LCD screen that will go ahead and show you all of your particular video from any of the cameras in the entire system. On the side here, there's a reset hole, a micro SD card slot, the USB port, which is a USB-C style port for the rear camera, as well as a HD out. All right, and then function buttons for looking at all of your video, changing cameras, etc. And again, this will mount on the interior of your vehicle near the top of your windshield. All right. Now, it does come, as I said, with USB-C styled cables. So again, here's the USB-C styled cable with a Type A end. Suction mount will go ahead and mount on the, and this was a little tricky. I've been trying to play with this most of the day. All right, so it mounts on the front here. It clicks into place. You will go ahead and use the suction cup to mount to your windshield. It will sit something like this, all right, and point out, all right. The camera on the other side will capture the interior view of your vehicle. It is adjustable so that you can go ahead and have it angle any way you wish, depending on your particular situation. All right. So let's go ahead, though, and take a look at what I thought was really very nice. There's a lot of cable here. All right, so this is going to go ahead and allow you to, there's a lot of cabling here. All right, this will allow you to run around one side or the other of your windshield down through your dash. All right, and then come back up from the bottom to allow the power port, 25 volt or likely 25 volt DC voltage to go ahead and plug in. Thankfully, it also has a nice little USB-A port here, so that you don't necessarily give up power for any other accessory that you might need to power. All right, so it does have a pass-through. All right, the last thing that I wanted to show you is the rear camera. All right, now this particular camera will mount, like I said, in the rear. This is really ideal for your sedans, hatchbacks, or SUVs. May have a little bit of trouble with this particular mounting process, simply because, and let me go ahead and show you what I mean here. This camera will go ahead and mount on the back of your windshield, or your rear windshield, your rear window, so that you can go ahead and have it placed in such a way the camera will go ahead and stretch out. It does have a 3.5 millimeter jack, and the rear cabling, which you can also see there is a lot of rear cabling as well. Here is the spot for the USB-C port, which will come up front again from the back and plug into this on your front windshield. And there is a spot for the 3.5 inch jack from the rear camera to go here. All right. Now, thankfully, the rear camera is adjustable so that you can go ahead and angle it appropriately. You will need to make certain that regardless of how and where you mount it in your vehicle, it does show the rear of your vehicle. So, in other words, you may have to go ahead and mount it in such a way that it's not necessarily on the glass, but perhaps on the actual plastic mounting of the hole. As an example, I have a 2014 Toyota Highlander. If I were to put this on the glass somewhere, I would have to have a lot of give and play for when either the window or the hatch opened up for me to get into that, and then I would have cable that would dangle around and necessarily get hooked in a bad way and perhaps cause damage to the cabling. So you're going to have to think about where and how you're going to place this. This is, if there is one weakness to the system, it is this rear camera and how it actually mounts. So this is what I would consider to be a serious design consideration to try to figure out how and where to put and mount this camera in your specific vehicle. For a sedan that doesn't have a hatch, this is not going to be an issue or a problem. For any other kind of vehicle with a hatch or some sort of an SUV perhaps, this may be some level of concern. You're going to have to think it through. But this is the Vantrue N4 three-way video surveillance system. It is currently available on Amazon at $259.99. There is currently, as of this date and this filming, a $15 coupon available on Amazon to bring that down to about $245.99. So if you are serious about taking a look at this, then I would go ahead, give this a shot. This is probably one of the most comprehensive and complete video surveillance systems that is, in fact, user installable. Though, again, with all the cabling, you're really going to have to figure out and think how you're going to tuck it up, especially on the floor of the vehicle, all right, for the rear camera, if you decide to go ahead and mount it. This is Christopher Spera for iTechGear.org, and this has been the Vantrue N4 three-way video surveillance system.